Hello, everybody, and welcome back once again to the High School Sports Beat. I am Dave Yates. It is time now for the High School Notebook, and that means it is time for Matt Trabold to join us. Matt, thanks for jumping on board.
Thanks for having me on.
All right, Matt, we're going to start talking about the NBA draft recently, and we got a couple Section 5 kids going to the big shot, big time.
So last week we talked about how former McQuaid student-athlete Isaiah Stewart was selected 16th overall in the 2020 NBA draft. One question for the Rochester basketball community right after draft night, though, was where might former Bishop Kearney King Quinton Rose and former Greece Athena Trojan Anthony Lamb end up in the league through undrafted rookie deals? In that next few days afterwards, that period where a lot of those start to happen, not even 24 hours after the draft, Rose, who was a prime candidate for one of those deals, because as a big 6'8" that can play both guard spots and was a renowned college on-ball defender, among other things, he signed an Exhibit 10 deal with the Sacramento Kings. An Exhibit 10 contract means a player can earn a bonus and remain on an NBA team's G League affiliate. Basically, what the D League used to be, they just rebranded. It's like a AAA affiliation. So they can be on that affiliate for 60 days or more if waived by the parent club. A few days after Rose signed, Lamb and his trademark versatility on the court signed an Exhibit 10 with Detroit, where he's in training camp with Isaiah Stewart, another Rochesterian. Another former Athena Trojan, John Wallace, played for the Pistons for the 2000-2001 season. Lamb has already shown he can beat versus NBA caliber talent, like as a freshman in the NCAA tournament versus Caleb Swanigan, who's in the NBA right now, and Purdue. You love to see it happen. 3 guys amongst this draft class, and possibly with Thomas Bryant, 4 maybe next year in the NBA.
That's fantastic. And talk about Section 5 basketball. Some guys who are currently looking to play, trying to come up with a way to work around the COVID restrictions and prove that it can be done safely.
Absolutely, and it's that safety that's the key word, and that is what these high school basketball players have in mind. They realize that's part of this. So at the moment, high school basketball is not permitted in the state of New York until January 4th, 2021 at the earliest. Recently, some Section 5 boys and girls basketball players formed a committee to come up with and present ideas to safely return to play this school year, and then it's called the Our Chance Committee. It's a name that is very fitting for what they're trying to do. They just want a chance to have their voice heard. They realize there's a lot of stuff going against it, but they just want to have this kind of go forward and be able to really have a role in everything going on. So heading it is Andrew Newcomb, who was at Gates Chili, then North Star Christian last season, is now back at Gates. Other members include girls basketball players like Bishop Kearney Trio, Sanaya Wilson, Mariana Freeman, and Taylor Norris, as well as boys basketball players like Leadership's Maurice McKinney and Newcomb's Gates teammates Adam Williams and Spencer Glenn. One of their ideas is forming a bubble at a local college, if possible, during the college's winter break. They want to present their ideas, they hope to the Monroe County Health Department, athletic directors, referees, and Section 5. Hey, if it can be done safely, is a safe bet NISFA at the state level. Section 5 athletic directors, coaches, players would like some sort of season to happen this year. I think that's a definite safe bet. And as far as the footage that we're showing right now, and we showed during this topic, I just want to thank my coworker, John Washness from 13 for getting that, of the Our Chance presser.
You know, it's nice to see these kids kind of taking the initiative and coming up with ways, realizing what they're up against, but still trying to, instead of just like kind of complaining about the problem, actually trying to do something about it. That's a great step in the right direction for them, not only as athletes, but as young adults too. So it's going to be a learning experience for all of us, that's for sure. Hey, if you talk about one season hopefully getting started, let's talk about one that just wrapped up and a couple of the bricks handed out in Section 5 boys soccer.
So last episode, we delved into some of the Section 5 girls soccer sectional final action, and now I want to mention a couple boys soccer teams who won sectional titles recently. Penfield kept up its undefeated ways, winning in Class AA. Their 1-0 win over Fairport in the title game was their 7th shutout in a row and their 10th overall of the 13-game season. Those are big-time numbers defensively. They only gave up 4 goals all year. Keeper Josh Robinson finished 3rd in Section 5 in goals against average. First title for those Patriots since 2010. Then East Rochester won in Class C1 with victories of 14-0 in the quarterfinals and then 4-0 in the title game. For the second year in a row, Chuck Dom led the section in goals and points, and his brother Russ Dom led it again in assists. Chuck had 46 goals, 117 points this season. Russ supplied 30 assists and was also third in points himself in all of Section 5 at season's end. A couple big-time teams there, and congratulations to all the teams that were able to hold up the brick in this kind of interesting fall season that Section 5 had.
And, I got to say, too, congratulations to all the programs and all the teams that did it the right way, did it safely, and went relatively, without any ripples throughout the fall season. It was really well done and really, really good to see. Hey, Matt, always a pleasure, man. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me on.
All right, we'll see you again next week. We're back with more of the High School Sports Beat right after this.